Hello, guys. It's good to be talking with you again. Sorry about the other night not doing a video, but I'm sure you had a little break and you can get caught up on all the ones that we have done so far. We're going to continue with scene 2 and go on into the ode and then scene 3. But I do want to read an excerpt from the play because it is pretty important. In this part, we see that Ismene is now wishing to join Antigone, but it's too late because Antigone rejects her. But we're going to just kind of read that discussion a little bit. It says, yes, if she will let me say, I am guilty. Antigone very coldly says, no, Ismene, you have no right to say so. You would not help me, and I will not have you help me now. But now I know what you meant, and I am here to join you to take my share of punishment. Antigone, the dead man and the gods who rule the dead know whose act this was. Words are not friends. Ismene, do you refuse me, Antigone? I want to die with you. I too have a duty that I must discharge to the dead. Antigone, you shall not lessen my death by sharing in it. A little ego-centered there. Ismene, what do I care for life when you are dead? Antigone, ask Creon. You're always hanging on his opinions. You are laughing at me. Why, Antigone? It's joyless laughter, Ismene. But can I do nothing? Yes. Save yourself. I shall not envy you. There are those who will praise you. I shall have honor too. But we are equally guilty. No more, Ismene. You are alive, but I belong to death. So we see sisters, the hatred that's going on there, the anger, the bitterness, the distrust that's going on, all because Ismene wouldn't back Antigone early on. So we see that going on there, and we're revealing the remark that suggests that Antigone may be actually motivated by pride. You can see a lot of pride in there, a lot of self-centered stuff going on in there. Perhaps Antigone also wants to save her sister. Or perhaps she just courts being a martyr all by herself and does not wish to dilute its impact by sharing it. It's hard for me to imagine that a sister would not care what another sister thought or felt. Because I happen to have a sister who we're very close. And what she says and what she thinks matters to me. And I would back her 100%, as she would back me 100%, if I were right. If I were wrong, well, that's another story. But the Caragus finds it hard to believe that Creon could be so cruel as to kill his own son's intended bride. Because remember, cousins back then married. And Antigone and Creon's son were engaged to get married. Now we see in Ode 2, it talks about in the first line, it says, fortunate is the man who has never tasted God's vengeance. Wait, that's not the line I want. But anyway, yes, it is. Fortunate is the man who has never tasted God's vengeance. Sorry about that. Where once the anger of heaven was struck, that house is shaken. The house here is a common metaphor for the family or the royal line. In section 2 of the ode, we see the imagery suggests that there's a curse on Oedipus and his family. And it is there's an inability to stop, or it's inexorable. Okay, as the waves of the sea come crashing through during a storm, so this curse follows Oedipus. Section 3 reminds us that Antigone, like all Greek dramas, are written in verse. Okay, now let's go into scene 3. In the first 3 lines, the Caragus introduces us to a new character, which is Haman, as considerable diplomatic and persuasive skills. He's also engaged to Antigone. Section 6, the malicious refer to anyone who observes or hears the son's insubordination, such as gossipers and troublemakers. They would delight in the father's suffering. In section 7 of scene 3, in Greek terms, Creon's argument is not unreasonable. He's trying to persuade his son not to marry Antigone because she's headstrong. Crayon is attempting, okay, I just said that. Because she's headstrong and rebellious, kind of got ahead of my notes. He said she would never make a good wife. The Greek ideal would be to have a woman who is pliable and submissive. Now, I have a question I want you to jot down in closing here, and I want you to answer it and send me your answer. The question is this. Now, it is not in your teacher's notes, nor is it on your email. It is a question from the video, and it goes like this. Should a citizen be obligated to obey the state in all things? Your answer is yes or no, but you need to tell me why you feel the way that you do. Again, should a citizen be obligated to obey the state in all things? Answer yes or no, and tell me why you feel the way that you do. If you don't watch the video, you get a 0. You won't know the homework assignment. Okay? That's it. Have a great night, and we'll talk to you another time.